We really didn't get things turned around on the Houston Ship Channel until 1971. I had researched the Federal Water Quality Act and found out that it allowed the head of the agency to call a pollution enforcement conference on any body of water where seafood was impacted, seafood that moved in interstate commerce. So I called a lady who works for the Oyster Growers Association of America, and I said, Liz, I said, she was in Maryland, I said, do you people ship many oysters from Texas? Oh yeah, we'll buy 75,000 barrels a year from Texas. I said, that's all I need to know. They move in interstate commerce. But what happened was the law said that the agency couldn't call a pollution enforcement conference without the approval of the governor. Lyndon Johnson was President of the United States. John Connally was Governor of Texas, and they were bosom buddies. We knew they would not call a pollution enforcement conference on a body of water that would embarrass John Connally. So I read the act a little bit further. There was a caveat. Aha, the shellfish clause. Under the shellfish clause, if shellfish which move in interstate commerce are impacted by the pollution, you don't have to get the approval of the governor. I said, aha, that's what we were looking for. So we fired off a letter to, over Bob's signature, to Jim Quigley, who was the head of the FWQA, Federal Water Quality Administration, asking him to hold a pollution enforcement conference on Galveston Bay. And we cited the act, you know, the shellfish clause and all that. We got a letter back from Mr. Quigley, and he said, we're going to come to Houston this summer and see that situation on the ship channel in person. He came down with his entourage and all got on the Sam Houston boat and motored down the ship channel, you know, and we went by U.S. Plywood Champion. Quigley says, now there's the champion polluter of them all. Pointed it out. 4 months later, Jim Quigley was on the corporate payroll of U.S. Plywood Champion in New York City. You have any questions about that? We never got our pollution enforcement called under the Democrats, and that makes me mad as a Democrat. We did get it called after Nixon went in there and formed the EPA. That was one of the first things the EPA did, was to hold a pollution enforcement conference on Galveston Bay. And I don't know anything I've enjoyed doing like I enjoyed writing that document that Bob presented at that hearing that morning.